Okay, ma'am, we can proceed.
Hello everyone, a warm welcome to all of you for this 21 days digital Swadhyaya Yogam presented by PSSM Global and Mahadrashta. I am Sri Lakshmi from UK. Today we have successfully reached day 15 of the program. Grateful to Patriji for gifting us this beautiful, amazing Anapanasati technique. Patriji always recommends reading right spiritual books and listening to other masters' experiences along with the meditation. He says that it is the shortest way to attain enlightenment. So, friends, please do listen to all the personal transformations of all the people and read a lot of right spiritual books. And I'm so happy to introduce today's speaker, Hitesh and Subhangi. Hitesh and Subhangi are seasoned and sought after couple in the field of mind, body, energy connection work. They are trained in they are trained in many different healing modalities like past life regression, inner child work, rebirthing, breath work, family constellation, and life between life exploration. Hitesh is the author of the bestseller book Sundaram Speak Conversations to Awaken Your Soul's Wisdom. He is also an award winning coach par excellence, a workshop leader, and healer with a decade and half experience in the field of human behavior. Shubhangi is a powerful, intuitive individual and co presenter with Hitesh in workshop focused on alternative healing. She also leads session on angelic guidance and sound healing. Driven by her passion for children, she started a school for street children that thrives on the dual pillars of compassion and patience. With more than 100 workshops, they have transformed lives of many people. So we are so happy to welcome Shubhangi and Hitesh. We welcome you.
Namaste. Thank you, Sri Lakshmi. Thank you. Thank you very much for this wonderful introduction. And namaste. Hello, everyone.
Namaste,
And
everyone.
we are thankful to PSSM Global and Swadhyaya Yogam for giving us this opportunity to be with all of you and sharing our views on this topic that we've chosen for today. And it is really wonderful to know that this yogam has been going for a very long time, and every day somebody is coming and is exchanging their views, and you all are learning and growing together. So that's how the community grows. Each one learns from each other. And today is the day 15th for this Swadhyaya Yogam. And the topic that we have chosen for ourselves and for all of you is about sutras of self-healing. Because each one of us want to heal ourselves, know ourselves more. Today, the intent of our topic will be to help you how you can create one. How can you create healing for your own self? So I will begin with the topic, but before that, I want Shubhangi to start with it.
Yeah. Namaste once again, everyone. And thank you for giving us the opportunity to share our wisdom with you all. And thank you to Swarnlata ma'am, to Sai, to Anuradha, to all the backend team, to Sri Lakshmi, for organizing this beautiful days. Every day some masters are coming and they are sharing their wisdom, and we are learning so much just sitting at our home, and we are learning from everybody. That's a beautiful part of it, that we are learning from every master and we are hearing the experiences of every people. So today's, as Hitesh said, that today's topic is sutras of self-healing. So before we begin to the topic, and let me share a joke with you all. So this joke is about a lady. It talks about it talks about what will happen when you don't listen to your inner doctor and you totally believe on the outer doctor. And this lady was suffering from cold and she went to a doctor, and she asked doctor that I'm suffering from cold. Please give me some medicine. I need to heal this cold. And the doctor said, okay, but we don't have medicine for this cold. You need to suffer for like 7-8 days for this, but I can help you. And she said, okay, tell me, doctor, how can you help me? He said, what you can do is you can go home and take a cold water shower. And after taking cold water shower, you can stand under the fan naked for 3-4 hours. And while hearing this, the lady was shocked why the doctor is saying like this. She didn't understand. And she asked doctor, what will happen then? Why you are saying me to take a shower and stand under the fan? She said, the doctor said, then you will have a pneumonia. And she said, okay, then what will happen if I'll have pneumonia? He said, because I can cure pneumonia. I have the medicine. So that's what happened. We don't know that our body is carrying such a beautiful power, strength inside us. The body has all the resources to heal our own self. But we believe that doctor is outside, and we totally, I'm not saying that medical therapy is wrong. We don't need to take the medicine, but we don't need to just trust only the outside doctors. We need to trust our body first, whatever the body is saying to you, so you can heal your own self. And the first, before we begin to the sutra, what I believe is the most important part to heal yourself is the life urge. The life urge is the core thing. If you don't have the life urge, nothing can heal you, nothing can help you from outside or inside. The life urge is very important, friends. And life urge with passion and compassion towards life. Every day we need to just wake up. We always, sometimes we say, oh, another day, it's the same day, we are suffering again, we have to come again, we have to sleep, do all our work. So this is not how we look up to life. Every day is a new life, a new passion comes out from you. And the life has so much adventurous. You need to learn every day something new, learn from everybody, smile to people. Small things can help you. So life urge, I feel, is the key to to heal towards this journey of self healing. If we move towards self healing, first step is life urge. If you have life urge, you can heal anything. What matters come to you, the illness, the chronic illness, whatever, you can heal all of it. So let's begin now the sutras of self-healing. And first we can say to our own self that I'm ready. I have the life urge. I want to live a life healthy. And then we can move towards the sutras of self-healing. So Hitesh, can you share the self-healing sutras?
That's wonderful. Thank you. Thank you for this story. So, friends, let me share with you about my own journey of healing. So, as a child, when I was young, my biggest issue in my, environment was that, we lived in a family which had around 20 people. So we all cousins were living together. My issue was that the color of my skin is dark. I look darker than all of them, and they all were very fair. Then people will come at home and they will look at me and they'll say, oh, he doesn't look to be one amongst all of them. So he looks like a separate one. So he doesn't match to how his mother looks and how his father look. So although they used to say it very casually, Not that they did not love me, but the child inside me would take it really hard on myself. I would feel that there's something wrong with me. And, I will try to, copy a cousin of mine who was very fair, who would look really handsome. He was a year elder to me, but I failed miserably on everything. And when I was 12 years old, I suffered from chronic asthma. One fine day, I suffered from chronic asthma. I went to the doctor because that day I was not able to breathe. And when my parents took me to the doctor, after doing certain tests, he said that your son has got asthma. Although it started with bronchitis, but then, it moved into a very chronic stage of asthma. And on the very first day, he gave me an inhaler. I'm sure you all must be knowing what an inhaler is. So there is one end of the inhaler that you have to, put near to your mouth and press that inhaler so that it throws the medicine in your respiratory, cavity, and then you are able to breathe much better. So that's how, it started with me. I was at the age of 12 when I constantly took that medicine for myself. And when I reached at the age of 19, it had the asthma had grown into something which was really, really chronic. No steroid, no puff, no medicine would work so easily on me. It would always take a lot of struggle for the medicine to show up its effect on me. And along with that, since these puffs were more of a steroid, so my body became really fragile. After having those puffs, my body will shiver like this. My hand will not be stagnant, it will keep wobbling like this. And at the same time, I would feel really fragile in my body. And so that is how I lived. And the transition time of the season, when from the winters you go into the summers, and from the summers you come into the winter, the transition period of it would be the most tough time for me during the year, because this transition would make its effect on how am I breathing. So, I would not be able to breathe and I would choke, especially in the nights. So if I would lie down, then, I would, my body will create a lot of mucus and I would need to get up to throw the mucus. So nights and nights I would never sleep. So such was the state of mind. And then once you have that puff, you are all okay because it was a steroid. You will feel much better about it. But then, in 2007, I was introduced to the practice of meditation by my sister. And that's how I started to meditate. And through that journey, I also started to understand that how my body and mind and the spirit is connected to each other. And when I started to learn about it, I realized that there is a way to change your body than expecting a change or a miracle through medicine. I realized that it's better to pick meditation over medication because that can really help you to heal your body. So I started to heal my mind along with it. I started to heal each and every thought which was telling me that I don't love myself, because in the childhood I never tried to be my own self. I always tried to copy others so that I could change the color of my skin. The color never changed, but I changed from within, and that's how after 10 years, since 10 years from right now, I mean, I would say the asthma went completely off my life. It has become close to 10 years now. I don't have asthma at all. So I don't even know where is my puff, where is my inhaler, and all those steroids and medicines. It has completely gone off my life. And not only just this, my body has also realized that what is a way to heal your own self. how to self-heal yourself. And I feel really strong, healthy in my body. And at the same time, I have realized that there is this wisdom which our body, each one of our bodies are carrying. If we learn to tune into the wisdom of this body, we will be able to heal ourselves better. We'll be able to understand the illness or disease better, right? Because otherwise, what people do generally is, if you have a headache, pop up a pill. If you have a fever, pop up a pill. And we are living more on popping up these pills. So there is a better way of doing it. So I can also say, since 10 years, it is almost very, very, very rare that I have taken any medicine. I can just count it on my fingers. I would say just once or twice I've had any medicine. I mean, there was no need wherein, not that I hadn't fallen sick, because fever is a good sign to the body. Most of us, we feel, oh, why fever has come up? But fever is a sign that there is something your body is trying to process. And it will come on its normal phase once, that processing is over. So, especially in these times, we are very much fearful of fever, and we are very much fearful of, what if the COVID happens to me. If we work on these 7 principles of self-healing, a lot can heal within all of us, right? And the very intention for for both of us to pick up this topic was this, because we want to help you in your journey to sail through the best through this COVID times. And so what I'm going to do is, I'm speaking through this journey of my own, how I healed myself through these principles. So that is what I'm going to share with all of you. So I will be running a small presentation for you, so that you are able to work along these principles. Can I request if I can be given the sharing uh, options, please? Can I be made the host of the meeting, please? Then I'll be able to share, I guess. And in turn, I will make you the co-host.
Sai, Sai,
Yes, sir.
yeah, Sai Krishna.
I'll
Yeah,
call Sai 1 second. I'm also unable to make you host. Yes, Sai has to make you. He's doing it now. Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
Yes, you are host now, Hitesh.
Yeah, just a minute. Let me open up. Yeah. So, friends, let us begin with these sutras of self-healing. How we can tune into the power of healing our own self. So, the very first sutra that I want to speak to you all is that human body has an infinite power to heal, repair, and regenerate. So our body system might look really complex to us because God has taken a lot of time to create this. And along with that, it has also given the power to this complex system to heal itself. And it would not be wrong to say that uh, it is one of the best pharmaceutical industry which is living within all of us, which means any medicine that you need, it can be created from within, right? Just to give you an example, many a times when people, touch the layers of depression or they are into the burnout zones, they are not able to sleep, they feel insomnia. The doctors give them a chemical called serotonin. So it's a kind of a tranquilizer which helps you to, calm your senses so that you are able to have a good sleep. Our pineal gland, which is in our skull, right in the middle of the skull, secretes a chemical called melatonin. So that exactly works the same way the serotonin works. So which means instead of having it from outside, we can always create it from within. And meditation does this work. Meditation helps us to release this chemical within ourselves, which we call as melatonin or serotonin. So, which is why I'm saying that our body has the capacity to heal, to repair, and to regenerate. Now, there is, a saying in our Upanishads which says, Yatta Pinde Tat Brahmande, which means, so as the cell, so is the collective. As within, so is the outside force. As the microcosm, so is the macrocosm. I'm sure each one of you must be knowing the story of Lord Krishna when he was playing near the river Yamuna, and he was eating the mud, the sand he was eating, and his mother looks at him and she sees that he's eating the mud. So she goes to him and she says that throw away the mud, and to take the mud out from his mouth, she opens up his mouth, and she sees the entire universe living inside of him. Although she got fearful of this, but then it speaks about that how there is an entire world, there is a complete world living within each one of us, which means there is a microcosm world which is living inside each one of us. And whatever is, in the outside world, we carry the same inside us. There are around 6 to 7 trillion cells that we carry, and each cell is a world in its own self, right? It carries the same world within its own self. So such a complex system, yet so much of power which we are carrying within our own body. Now, each of these cells work through the element that we call as DNA. All of you must be knowing about DNA, and we say that DNAs are coming to us from our ancestors, and we carry these genes and then we forward it to the generations coming below, to our own children. Of course, that's what DNA does. And most of the DNAs in our scientific terms are considered to be junk DNAs, around 90% of them, because we feel that they don't serve any purpose. Only 10% of the DNAs human feel are needed for this body, which can really help us to heal. But if we understand the science of DNAs, from a very close space, we will understand that DNAs also emit an energy called biophoton. Now, this is the photon energy which is outside the universe. I mean, we say that right now a lot of photon energy from the greater central sun, which is the source, is coming to the earth. So the same energy is being emitted by our own DNAs. And in our own human language, we can say this biophoton is nothing but the light, right? So DNA has the power to emit its own light. And there are many experiments that have been done, to see what power these DNAs are carrying and how they can heal their own self. So there is a Russian doctor. His name is Dr. Peter Gariev. So what he did was he did a lot of experimentation around DNAs. So in one of the experiments, he takes a sample of rats and he destroys their pancreatic system. So pancreas, we all have pancreas. So he destroys their pancreas, and then what he does is he takes a healthy DNA, and from that healthy DNA, he begins to emit light on these destroyed DNAs. And what he begins to notice is that because of the light which is emitting from the healthy DNAs, the destroyed DNAs begin to repair and regenerate. So the reason that I'm trying to, put this experiment across is that light is within. Our DNA carries that light to be used on, the parts that we want to repair, the parts that we want to regenerate, and we can, achieve that state of proper healing. Most of the times, we feel, oh, if I have this, let's say, a certain physical condition, it will be very tough for me to repair it without a medicine. Well, I don't, disrespect the field of allopathy, but it is not that we are so regular in allopathy. So we must learn to work on, our own self-healing. We must learn to utilize the power of light that is there within each one of us. Our system, each and every body part of our body is not more than 7 years old, which means every 7 year or less than that, each body part gets regenerated, apart from, the pupil, because it stays the same throughout our life. Rest of the body parts, they regenerate, the cells die and new cells come up and they achieve the state of healing. So the reason that people are not able to heal their illnesses, because when the illness portion, the part of those cells that are belonging to them, when they die, they give their memory to the new cells. So that is how the illness also continues to pass, because cells have a memory. They have their own memory bank. So once the one cell dies, it gives a memory to the other cell. But if we begin to heal the cells through understanding that there is a light within, and we begin to believe that, yes, we have the power to heal ourselves, because most of the times we never feel that we can ever heal ourselves. We need an outside support. But this sutra says all power is within. All medicines can only work when we know that we are ready, right? And we believe in this light that works within each one of us.
Yeah, just wanted to add into this that the sutra number 1, and I think all of us have one day or the other day we have experienced this, how body heals. If I'll give you an example, if we have a cut or bruise in our body, what we do generally, we put some ointment, or there's some crack on the skin, or maybe sometimes we don't put anything, we just let it be, and some days we see it heal automatically. The cut heal, the bruises heals automatically. And second example is of how body heals, how body regenerates when we have a fracture. So what we have a fracture, like a hand fracture, and we go to the doctor, what doctor does? He does just a plaster on it, just a support to the bone which is cracked, and body heals or regenerate that bone automatically. So that shows how body heals, repair, and regenerate. And we all have experienced this. If body can regenerate the strong, the solid part, the bone also, the body can heal everything, I would say. So this experience we all had. So we can't deny this. It's a fact. We all have lived through that. We all see that body can heal, repair, and regenerate. So it's the practical thing that we have seen in our life. So that's the sutra number 1.
Wonderful. Yes. And we speak about the second sutra, which says love is the highest form of medicine. Most of the times we speak about love. There are different definitions of love. Everybody speaks through their own experience. But if we really want to know love, we must learn it from children, right? Because children are full of love. One of the biggest example is that when you see a child, even if that child doesn't belong to you, the child's energy field is so attractive that it calls you up and you are forced to speak to the child or, connect with the child from heart to heart. So that's the power of love. The child is naturally emitting the energy of love because he has not made the conditions or the belief systems what adults have made. And another thing that we need to learn from the children, if we watch them closely, that they are living in complete, friendship with nature, right? They are living in complete inclusivity. For them, everything is equal. Now, you must see them that they are exploring colors, papers, pen. At the same time, they also explore their excreta. You must have seen children puddling around their own urine. What they do is because they don't have any, logic. They don't have any conditioning which tells them that this is good or this is bad, right? So right now, they're completely in the space of inclusivity. They live with in a system wherein everything is included, everything is allowed, right? And another thing that we need to learn from children is their expression. Right? They stay with their expression. They never let their expression suppressed within their own self. So what they do is, if they feel good about anything, you will see them laughing aloud. If they feel really bad about anything, they'll be very open to show their anger, or they'll be showing their frustration to the whole thing. So it's like, and the very next moment it will shift, right? It doesn't mean that they are carrying their anger for 2 hours, 3 hours, like what adults do, because if we are angry with something, we take that anger with our own self, and we continue to live through the days with that. But children don't do that. The very first moment, if in a moment they are fighting with you, the very next moment they can come and eat in your plate, right? They're so they let go so easily. They move from movement to movement, moment to moment, and they also know how to express it fully and then unclutch. So, which is what we have not learned. And another thing that we need to learn from children is they accept everything about their own self equally, right? And but as adults, we don't do that. Children only accept till the point they have started to get those feedings from their parents. Oh, this is good, this is bad, this you should not do, this should never happen, right? Until then, they are completely in the space of love. So what is love? Love is a process of involvement, dear friends. Love is a process of engaging. So if we truly love ourselves, we must learn the process of engaging with our own self. We must learn the process of caring for our own self. If we don't learn to engage with our own self every day, how can we expect others to be engaging with our own self? Then the coming of illness, it's going to happen. It's definitely going to happen, because you are not connected to the rhythm of your body. You're not connected to what is happening. You're not connected to what is your body wanting, right? So love comes with total engagement, involvement. Get involved with yourself. Pick up something that makes you happy. How many of us continues to, give and offer something, do something for others to make them happy? Yet we always keep our needs, everything at bay. Not that I say that you don't make others happy. Of course you can make others happy, but that can only happen when you have recharged your own battery, when you have learned to engage with your own self. If you haven't learned to engage with your own self, you cannot expect your body to constantly get engaged with others. So love means learning to passionately get engaged with your body, with your mind, with your emotions, and with your spirit, right? Learning to know that what is it that can make me happy. Most of the times in our journey, what we've seen when we work with people in healing sessions through one-on-one, we ask them to pick up an activity which can really make them happy, right? If they are going through some illness, we ask them to pick up something which can really help them to express their own self, be it singing, be it, painting, gardening, cooking, anything wherein they can get fully engaged with life, right? And the engagement with life is very important, dear friends. If we don't know how to get engaged with life, the creation can never happen. We can never create the health that we want to create. So in those people, we have seen that there is a great shift in their, first in their view of their illness. The way they look at their illness also begins to loosen up. They begin to feel that yes, health is not about just healthy body. Health is more about the state of happiness, right? Even WHO, has changed the definition of the word health. It's no more just about body. It's more about the state of happiness, right? So that's what love is about, right? There is this beautiful saying by Michael Nemi, and from the book of Mirdad, such an amazing book he's written. And he says, even your bodies, perishable as they seem, could certainly resist degeneration, did you but love each cell of them with equal zeal. Most of the times, what happens is we begin to judge the body, we begin to judge the illness. But, dear friends, our way to healing begins when we stop to judge illness. Most of the times we are fearful of, let's say, cancer, we are fearful of tumors, we are fearful of some other chronic illness, sugar, diabetes, and we keep judging these illnesses and we curse these illnesses. Oh, why you have come to me? Why me? Right? You can never heal if you keep criticizing, cribbing about your illness. Love is the way. You must learn to love the illness. Right? You must learn to see it with love. Right? It's equal to, for example, if a child is angry and you crib the child and you're making the child even more angry. That's what you're doing with disease or illness. The child needs your attention, so give the child the attention that it deserves. The moment you begin to pour your love on the child will stop to cry. That's what we need for healing our illness also, right? No war, nothing in the world can be won by fighting. Fighting is not the solution. Facing it with love is the solution, dear friends. We have to learn to face it with love, right? When we face it fully, fearlessly, with love, you will see that what you are trying to face will automatically, begin to lose its power. It will shape shift into something really magical. I remember, you know, uh, a friend of mine who had cancer, and so the moment he was told about this, that he has cancer, he began to feel really, really fearful, right? And one fine day, he went to the doctor, and doctor really told him, look, you've gone to the other stage, which is a stage 3, and it is more aggressive in nature. And immediately he began to feel that he is going to die, right? Because the biggest fear is, oh, I'm going to die, I will not be no more anymore. And what he did was, he went to home, he just prayed to God that if death is what I have chosen for myself, I'm ready to die. And that's what he said. And the moment he said that, he went to sleep. And after that sleep, when he woke up, there was a certain amount of lightness that he felt in his body. There was this urge to live that awakened from within. And it was that urge which made him to cure his cancer completely, dear friends. Rather than going a downward slope, from that very moment, he began to make an upward slope. How did that happen? By learning to accept what is happening, accepting that it is happening and I'm ready to go through it. And that is the way of love also. Love means accepting what is. So accept. Don't get, don't waste too much of your energy into thinking, oh, why this is happening to me? Why this problem? Why me? The answers will only come when you stop to crib, when you stop to criticize. So spend time in accepting it, accepting that it has come for a reason. Illness is a teacher, and I'm going to learn from it. And when you do that, there is certain amount of insights that are going to come to you, because if you meditate, your body will speak to you. Most of the times what happens is, insights come to everybody, wisdom comes to everybody, but the biggest problem that we do is we never act on the wisdom. We never take an action on the wisdom, and that is the reason that we don't heal. If you begin to act on the wisdom that says, hey, look, I need to make certain changes in my food, let's say, or hey, I need to meditate more, or hey, I should stop cribbing about something, or maybe I should take more responsibility of myself, or hey, I should be more happy. you know Work on that, act on the wisdom that comes from within, because if you act, only then your body will begin to experience the change. And then, loving doesn't mean that you give the love once and it's over. Love every day. Make a choice to love every day, dear friend. So it doesn't mean that you just love your illness only once. No, you love it every day. So if I were to show you, how am I going to do it? So feel that there is a pillow with me, and feel that this is your illness. This pillow is nothing but your illness. Hug this pillow. Give it a big, warm hug and say, I see you. Let go of all your guards to move away from it. Oh, it should not come close to me. Allow, welcome it. Welcome the illness with love, and then see what happens, dear friends. Right? You will begin to heal it. And there are many stories, I don't need to talk about what happened to Anita Murjani through Dying to Be Me, right? What Eric Burney has written about in his book, right? He's spoken about so many healing cases wherein people have healed themselves through their own faith, through their own power of love. Okay. The third sutra says healing happens when you work in alignment to the wisdom of your body. Right? Our body is a very wise system, dear friends. Right? Many a times we reject the body. Right? We feel there is nothing in the body. But taking care of the body is as important as taking care of your soul. Right? Body is like a temple. If there is no temple, there can be no idol. There can be no God within them. So take care of this temple. Every day we go out, what we do is we take bath, we feed the body with food. You must see that all these activities are these in alignment with your body, right? Are we listening to the wisdom of your body? And it's not that only meditators' bodies speak to them. No, everybody's body is speaking to them. One such example is when your tummy is full, right? You still want to have some more food on your plate, but your body tells no more. It gives you a burp. It gives you a hint. I am over. I don't have any place in my stomach now. So please stop eating. But what we do is we let go of it. We continue to fill our stomach. You're ignoring the sign of the body and you're continuing to eat. What you're doing is you are obviously moving towards the illness. You're moving towards the digestion issues. You're moving towards some issues with your intestine, constipation. All these things are going to come. You're just filling your body with food, right? So we must learn to trust the wisdom of the body. And when I say wisdom of the body knows only to live naturally, right? Anything which is not in connection to nature, body, it is not good for body, right? So for example, these days, let's say a lot of products that are coming in market, these are products, okay? These are not food, right? And when I say these products like uh, ready-made rotis and ready-made dal and everything which is processed and refined oils, it is far 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 away from the nature. It is not the nature, right? Because they've gone through a lot of processing. It cannot be really good for our body. Let's say excess of sugar which is washed in that sulfur chemical, to make it white, right? And even non-veg, right? It is completely, what we should eat is something which is full of energy. That is why we are more dependent on like plants and vegetables which are more alive. But when you eat the dead, what do you get? You don't get energy. You're actually becoming that graveyard wherein the dead can be stored, right? So these automatically, this is leading you to welcome disease or illness, right? And another thing which we don't know is to give rest to body, right? We eat in the morning, we eat in the as kind of a brunch, and then we have lunch, we have supper, we have some snacks, and then we have dinner, and then we also munch something in the midnight. We eat and we eat and we eat and we continue to eat. If you are going to continue to eat, your body is constantly working then. Think of a car which is constantly running. Can that run for a long time? It can never run. So you need to give rest to the body. That is why our ancestors followed the culture of fasting, dear friends. Right? We feel fast is about remembering God. No. Fast is about taking care of this God. Right? Fast is about honoring your body. Fast is about allowing your body to rest. Because if your body is constantly churning food, it will not create the energy for healing. right? You need to keep your body free from any work so that it can create healing, right? If you're keeping it busy, it will never create healing from within, wherein it can regenerate tissues and the DNAs can emit light. Consider an example that you are at home, there is some important work that you have to do, and all of a sudden a bell rings and a guest comes. Then what do? You are just busy with the guest, right? You forget about the work. That's what exactly your body is doing. Your body thinks, oh, today I'm going to heal. But immediately the bell rings and you put up some more food in the body. Then it's an uninvited guest. The body is busy now. Your system is busy now to churn the food. When will it regenerate your tissues? It will never get the time. So, which is why giving a rest to the body is very important, dear friends. You must learn to fast, right? Uh, recently there is somebody who is being given, I don't remember the name of that scientist, but he is been given the Nobel Prize for the intermittent fasting system. I'm sure many of you must have heard of intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting means that in the in a day which has 24 hours, some two-thirds of the day or one half of the day, based on what you want to do, one two-thirds of the day you keep a fast, you maintain a fast, you don't eat anything. Because when you don't eat anything, what happens is your body produces a reaction called ketosis. What is ketosis? Ketosis is a process of your body eating its own fat, right? Many people, they shed a lot of money to get thin, to lose weight. Losing weight is the easiest thing, dear friend, if you know the power of fasting, right? You can always stay at the same weight if you know how to fast, right? And how do you do it? By not eating, let's say, in the first two-third, and uh, then eating in the rest of the time. Although intermittent fasting is a complete different topic, but yes, what I want to encourage you is keep a fast for a day in a week, or at least 15 days. Give your body rest so that it can heal itself. At the same time, learn to pick up the messages from the body. Before you put the food in your mind, in your mouth, you must ask. You must ask yourself. And how do you ask? Am I feeling that I want to eat this? Right? Do I feel good about this food in my mind? Check that. If you don't feel good about that food in your mind, I request that you don't eat. Right? Because your body and mind are connected. The signals are connected. You can always pick that signal. Right? So check it with, what all you eat. Let's say anything, I mean, right, starting from heavy oily food or whatever you eat, right? That's what you can always check. Pick up the wisdom of your body. And yeah, so if you begin to pick that up, you will realize that a lot of healing is happening naturally in your body, dear friends, right? A lot is getting cleared. The tumor cells are there in everybody's body, right? It's there in everybody's body. But for many of them, it becomes malignant, and some of them, it is really benign. Why? Because their body has the power to regenerate something new. For some, it is malignant because your body is constantly busy with something else. It is not able to create that healing. So the moment you put a fast, what happens is your cancer cells also eat their own self. They begin to eat their own self and they die. They die the death of hunger, right? And the next one is body constantly serves the mind, right? There was a time when we said that in a healthy body lives a healthy mind. I would say with a healthy mind, you have a healthy body, right? So before you heal your body of fever, you must heal your mind of fever. So for example, if you have a fever in the body and you swallow a pill, what happens is you might heal that for some time. But if you still have a belief, oh, I feel this fever is going to come back, trust me, after 2 3 days the fever will come back, right? So mind has to be worked upon when you are healing your illness, dear friends. You continue to heal the illness at a body level by popping up these pills. It will not happen fully. If it will continue to come back if you haven't healed the fear of it from your mind, right? So which is why mind is to be healed completely. And that is why these are the days, most of the people, there is a great awareness that is spreading about the mental health. Body, physical health, we all speak. We have doctors wherein you go and you, but mental health is an arena wherein people haven't spoken much about it. We feel, oh, mental health is for somebody who are mental, who have a mental disorder. No, dear friends. We all need mental health. We all need to work on our mind wiring and rewiring. We all need to check our thoughts, our beliefs, our perceptions, right? Because it is the energy of the mind that creates the matter in the body. If you don't heal the mind, you will not be able to heal the body. And that's very much visible, right? The reason people are unsuccessful with, years and years of medicine that they have had for, let's say, the diabetes, and they are constantly having it because they haven't healed the diabetes from the mind, because they feel it will never reverse. They feel that they are believing it here in their mind, right? And when you begin to believe, you cannot recuperate. If you wish to recuperate, you wish to believe that you can recuperate. You wish to believe that you can heal it fully without any unnatural or synthetic intervention. You can heal that. There is this woman whose name is Braden Bays, and she's written an amazing book called The Journey. So one fine day, she went to the doctor, and through a scan of her, lower abdomen, her uterus area, she found out that she carries a football-sized tumor in it. So, dear friends, football-sized tumor. So she took 2 months of break before going through the surgery, and she healed it fully. And how did she heal? In that healing, she had to heal her mind and emotions first, because mind have an energy, so it has a direct impact on your emotions also. Emotion, which means energy in motion, right? All the emotions that are suppressed within, they begin to create illness in the body. So everything that is not being expressed, it becomes suppressed within the body. So for example, cancer is a long standing resentment, right? When people come to us and we work with them, let's say for their illnesses, or for any other thing, we always tell them that your physical illness has a tail of an emotion. There is an emotion which is suppressed within you. So for example, people, those who have kidney issues, right? They are struggling with their kidney stones. It is quite likely that they are fearful of something. They carry fear, and fear which is long standing in nature. People who have arthritis issues, it speaks about their inability to adapt to the change, right? And that is why they have missed on the oiling of their, the grease of their knees. It has gotten over. And people who have respiratory issues, it is about grief and self-love, right? And same goes with anger. People who have anger, it's about their liver, right? Anger affects their liver, right? And people who have constipation issues, it is about unable to let go, unable to let go of their own approach. They are too rigid with their own way of life, right? So every emotion speaks about certain illness, dear friends, right? And which is where the intervention of body, mind, and emotion comes into the picture. So before we heal illness, we must tap into the thought that is leading to that illness, right? The belief that is leading us to the illness. So heal the belief first. So for example, the belief could be, I should be punished. Most of the people, when they get an illness, they feel, oh, it is a law of karma. I am being punished. Of course, it's a law of karma, but you don't have to feel that it is a punishment for you. You can live it gracefully. As I said in the Sutra 2, wherein you begin to love what has come to you. When you love it, you will shift that punishment into something which is magnificent. It will leave you immensely powerful, dear friends. It will be a doorway for you to tap into certain great gifts of your life, right? So body has to be healed through mind, okay? And the next one that says all healing works through faith. All healing works with faith. I remember when, as children, my mother took me to a homeopathy doctor. He would give us those small pills, right? And we would enjoy, swallowing those small pills. There is something called placebo. I'm sure many of you must be knowing. Placebo means that you are given a medicine, but it's actually not a medicine, right? But yet you heal. Many of the medicines that your doctor give you, that's actually a placebo, right? So it's not that the medicine is healing you, it's your faith which is healing you, dear friends, right? Most of the times what happens is when a doctor say to us, oh, you will you'll be fine, you'll be absolutely fine, we build our faith on it, and that's how we heal, right? But if doctor says something, oh, you cannot heal, it can never be reversed, you have to take medicine throughout life, we immediately feel our faith has gone down, we give up. If we wish to heal, we must develop faith first, dear friends, and faith in the wisdom of your body, the faith that my body can heal itself. That is the first and the foremost thing that we have to do. Then your body becomes that vehicle which can create healing for you. I would invite you to see a video on YouTube. I can tell you about that, the topic of it, wherein a cancer gets healed in 2 minutes. A cancer gets healed in 2 minutes, so they are showing that ultrasound wherein the tumor is there, and they are passing on the energy. The full energy is being given. Within 2 minutes, the cancer dissipates, the tumor finishes, and it is fully in that, in that video. So I will invite you, just type in YouTube when you're free, just type in cancer healing in 2 minutes. Right? So what is it? It is faith healing, dear friends. Energy healing is nothing but faith in the energy, that energy can heal us. And that's what is leading you to heal everything. Okay, so whatever you pick it up with faith. If you pick it half baked, it would not get you to space of healing. Remember, half baked food nobody likes. So eat it when it is fully baked. How do you bake it? With faith. Pick up anything with faith. You're doing energy medicine, you're doing alternating work. Put your faith, put your full energy in that your body can heal it fully. The next sutra says the deepest healing known to the mankind is healing your inner child wounds. Now, what is inner child? As I spoke to you about that, how child are full of love. They don't know, all the things, all the conditionings that an adult is carrying. So each one of us were born like God. We were God-like. We carried the energy of the God. We were nothing but the God itself. Okay. But as we grew through those developmental stages, there were many beliefs those were passed on to us. Initially, we were playful, and then these constant nudging by parents and societal pressure. We were told, don't be too open. Don't express yourself so much. Don't laugh out loud. You know, uh, don't jump, right? And study well. Only study can save you. If you don't study, you will not be able to earn good name for yourself. You'll sit outside the temple and beg for yourself. All these things. And apart from that, when we were told, oh, you are not good for this, oh, look at the way you look, you are too dark, you are too stout, look at your eyes and look at the way you talk, look at the way you walk. And then there are constant failures that we've gone through. We are told, you cannot do it, you will never be able to do it. You're such a pathetic one, right? All these things and all those cuss words and abuses that we've been given. Most of the times our life as an adult, if we've been feeling, can I do it, will I be able to do it? Know that this doubt is always being put into us. When we were children, we were told you cannot do it, right? Our trust was broken, right? And now this doesn't mean that we begin to crib about people who led us to that. They did it because their own inner child is being wounded, right? But then we must take the charge now to heal our inner child wounds. Science says the first 7 years of our life are the stepping stone to the life that we are living right now. So what beliefs we made in the first 7 years, they are going to go with us throughout our life until you choose to heal the wounds, right? So for example, if as an adult you feel gadha, you feel an idiot, know that it is several times in the childhood you've been told, you idiot, you fool, gadhe kahin ke, all these things that you've been told. And as children, you do nothing but you absorb it like a sponge. So be careful what you speak to your children also, dear friends, because your words they are absorbing it. You don't know how it is going to impact their future. They can completely give away their light just with the word that you've spoken to them, or they can completely embrace the light with that word. So choose a word which is empowering in nature. Okay, so we must take charge of healing our inner child wounds, dear friends. Okay, and if we heal the child within, since the adult is made from that child, we will heal the adult also. Okay, the present self that we are, we will heal that as well. And how do we heal ourselves? By learning to Stop judging ourselves. Because enough of judging has happened in the childhood. Right? We've been judged a lot. We've judged ourselves and we still judge ourselves. Stop to judge. Tell yourself that I love myself. I accept myself. It's okay to be me. Right? I'm unique in my own ways. Right? I am a unique expression. Right? You are not here to live like others. You are here to live your own unique expression. So it's okay to be different. When you acknowledge your own uniqueness, you will see the world begins to appreciate it. But you must first appreciate it. You must first accept it. Only then the healing can happen. So healing our inner child happens. The very first step is to learn to stop judging us. Accept what is there. It's okay to be me. And the last one, which says, disease in itself has no reality, dear friends. So disease doesn't come under the preview of this question, which we call as, who am I? Who am I? I am energy, I am consciousness, I am wisdom. I am the amalgamation of these three things. So disease doesn't come under the preview of this. Disease is not a reality. You might have chosen it to learn something. Disease is a teacher. It is there to teach you something. You can always learn from this. Before you pop up a pill for your migraine, sit with this migraine. Try to understand what this migraine is trying to teach you. What is it trying to tell you? It's a feedback system. It is giving you a feedback about your own self, that there is something that you need to shift within. And when you try to act upon that feedback, act upon that wisdom, you will see the disease is dissolving on its own. Right? You are reaching to who am I? And what is that who am I? Energy, consciousness, and wisdom. Energy means we are energy beings. We carry the energy. The 7 trillion cells are nothing but they carry the energy. Even this experiment of God particle, it says that most of our universe, more than 95% of our universe is nothing but energy. Right? Only 3 or 4% is matter. Okay, so energy has an impact on the matter. If you shift the energy within, the matter will change naturally. Okay, so we are energy beings. And what is consciousness? Consciousness is our act of looking, our awareness with which we look at something. You know, this whole combo of lotus and mud, right? We look at lotus beautifully, but we don't look at mud in a beautiful way. We feel, what rubbish. But if we begin to change our way to look at this mud, everything will change. Because it is because of mud, lotus is lotus. It is the mud that is nourishing the lotus. So if there is no mud, there can be no lotus. So that's a way we changed our looking to this mud. Same way, we must change our way to look at things in life, right? Most of the times, as I said, change your way to look at your disease. Look it with love. Obviously, when you look at with your love, your consciousness is shifting, right? And that's how we are consciousness beings, which means our act of life, act of seeing matters a lot. We must look in a beautiful way. You know, this term wherein George Bernard Shaw says, beauty lies in the eyes of beholder. Beauty is nowhere. Beauty is in your eyes. Beauty is in your act of seeing, dear friends. That's where the consciousness is. And then the wisdom, the third concept. We are wise beings. How are we wise beings? When we learn to apply energy and consciousness in our life. That is the application, and that is what the wisdom is. The application of energy and consciousness awakens the wisdom, is wisdom actually. So, disease in itself is not a reality. Whenever a disease comes, if we begin to feel, oh, I am an energy being, if this is the energy, lack of energy that has created the disease, I can always awaken more energy through meditation. I can, vibrate at a higher frequency and I can heal that. And second thing is we change our act of looking at that illness. We change our act of looking at everything, be it anger, be it shame, be it guilt, be it people, be it stupid people, sad people, bad people. We look to their beauty. We look to something magical, something unique that they are carrying. We look to something beautiful in the tough times of our life, tough situations of our life. That is what we are beginning to use the consciousness. And ultimately, when we are living from the space of energy and consciousness, we become the wise beings that we are. So I think that's what I had to share about these 7 principles. Now, what we are going to do is Subhangi is going to take us through a meditation and let us sit comfortably and enjoy the meditation with Subhangi.
So we all can sit comfortably. I'll play some music for you all. And gently, you can close your eyes. And take 3 long deep breaths. Inhaling from your nose and exhaling from your mouth. One more time. Inhaling from your nose and exhaling from your mouth. One last time. Inhaling and exhaling. Now come back to your normal, natural rhythm of your breath. How the breath comes in and how the breath goes out. Completely become aware of your breathing. nowhere to run, nowhere to go. Just be. Be with your breath. And at this moment, telling to yourself that I am ready to heal myself. I'm ready to be healthy. I am ready. I am ready. Now at this moment, visualize yourself that you are in a beautiful garden. This garden has everything that you like. This garden has rich grass, colorful flowers, completely experience this scene. Use all your sensory perceptions. You can see the grass, the trees, the flowers. You can hear the sounds of birds, the sound of wind. You can feel the grass. It's a beautiful garden. And in this garden, you can sit or lie down. And feel the grass, the green grass under you. Feel the freshness of this garden. This freshness can make you calmer and more relaxed. Now imagine a light pouring out from the sky, from the sun. And this light has a healing ability. And this light starts to enter into your body through your feet. Allow this light to enter into your body through your feet. This light is entering into your feet. And if there is any tension, this light dissolves it, drains all the tension. This light is moving into each and every cell, each and every part of your body. This light slowly moves upward towards your lower legs. This light penetrating in each fiber, each item. Your legs are becoming relaxed and calm. Maybe you can feel any sensation like tingling sensations in your legs. You can feel the warmth, the light in your legs. This light further moves up to your thighs. Dissolving all pain and stress. And slowly, slowly, this light further moves to your pelvic region. This light drains away all the tension. And this light is spreading out. In every part, in every cell. The soft, powerful light. This light reaches to your stomach, your abdomen, and releasing all the stress, all the tensions. This light is illuminating in every fiber. Healing every fiber and cell of your body. The soothing light, healing light, moving deeper and deeper into your being. This light further moves to your chest area. Releasing all the pain, stress, tensions. Cleansing all the parts of your chest area. Bringing light, relaxation, and healing. Now this light moves to your arms, moves to the tip of your fingers. This light helps you to remove all the stiffness, all the tension that you are carrying in this part. The light is flowing effortlessly. And moves up to your neck. Now this light moves further to your head, covering all your face, your head. Releasing all the stress and tensions from your head. You are completely enveloped into this light as a cocoon. Your body is covered with this beautiful healing light. It is radiating from your body. From head down to your toes. Your whole body is covered with this healing light. Now is the time to concentrate this light on any specific area of your body where you feel that part needs this healing light. Imagine this light as a torch beam. Shining on one part of you. How are you feeling? In that part where you are sending this healing light. Whatever you are experiencing, let it be. any vibration, any sensation, any feeling at this moment. Rest, rest in this light. And you can receive any message, any guidance that your body wants to tell you. Just receive it. Trust. Trust your body. Sending all the positive energy to this part. Sending all the love. Accepting this part as it is. Breathe in all the love, happiness, peace, joy, and health. Now breathe into this positive affirmations. With your breath. you can anchor these affirmations into your being. I am love. I am whole. I am energized. Breathe into these affirmations. I am vibrant. All the cells of my body is in the perfection of the divine being. My body is a safe place to be. I have all the energy to accomplish my goals and to fulfill my dreams. Health is my natural birthright. I am healthy. I am healthy. At this moment, you can take a long, deep breath. And telling to yourself, this light always resides in me, within me. I trust the wisdom of my body. This light is always there for me whenever I need guidance. And slowly, slowly, we can start to return back to the room where we are sitting. Thanking this beautiful healing light. Thank you to our body, which is working 24/7. Thank you to each and every part and cell of our body. And slowly, slowly returning back from this beautiful garden. Coming back to the room where we are sitting. And whenever you are ready, you can slowly open your palms and keep your palms on your eyes for 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Whenever you are ready, you can open your eyes with a smile. Feeling rejuvenated, whole, complete, healthy. Welcome back, dear friends. And if you want to share your experience, maybe you can write your experience in the comment box. If you have any question, we will write back to you or maybe read your comments, whatever you have experienced in this meditation, any message that you receive, any guidance that you receive from your body, and how are you feeling right now, if you want to comment on that. Thank you once again.
Sir, Suresh sir want to share his experience, so we
Sure. Yes,
Yeah.
sure.
Hitesh ji, today is a very nice session, knowledgeable session. It aptly suits our digital jhana swadhyaya yoga. How our body has enormous power of healing and regeneration, and how through love we can cure our diseases, how to cure our childhood wounds, and how through wisdom of our mind we can cure all our diseases. It's a wonderful session from ill health to health. It's a good concept of the 7 principles. Once and through meditation, Subhangi madam, it's a wonderful session. How we got this healing light and how it cured each and every cell of our body. It's a really a wonderful session. Now everybody has to believe his own body power and mind power. That if you that what you told you, the cancer also was cured in 2 minutes. YouTube reference you gave, it's definitely an eye opener to all the humanity. It's a really a great session today. Once again, thanks to Hitesh ji and Subhangi madam. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank
you,
thank
sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
And thank you for having us here, and our gratitude to the entire team for bringing us together. Thank you, Sai. Thank you, the Maharashtra team. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah. Whatever. Sri Lakshmi ma'am, where is?
Yeah, she will be coming.
Yeah.
Madam, your voice is not audible. No, no, not audible. So, 1 second. Suresh sir, or you can conclude this session.
Yeah.
Let me, madam, you can conclude. Conclusion note with Spiritual
Yeah.
India magazine so that I can.
Yeah. It is one great advice to all our viewers. As usual, we are advising on the Swadhyaya part. We have a good English magazine which gives enlightenment. Each word was being edited by our great Guru Brahmash Pitama Patriji. It gives the concepts of all great masters. Those who read this spirituality and spiritual science magazine, it is assured that one can get an enlightenment very fast, and that's what our Guruji tells. Through Gnana, we get knowledge. Through knowledge, we get moksha. That principle, that logic, definitely it helps. And it gives proof through these two magazines. Let us watch a 1 minute ad so that we can get hold of this what this bi-monthly magazine is. Ad this. Yeah. Once again, Hitesh ji and Subhangi madam, it's really we have to congratulate you both for having given us a wonderful knowledge, and definitely it is written in with the golden letters in the history of this 21 days Swajya Yoga. Okay, Sai.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank
Yeah,
you.
as you told, this mental health is a basic health for physical health that everybody has to follow that. Once again, thank you, thank you, thank you.